Hello there. It has just been revealed that this Labour government thinks pensioners are terrorists. So a man selected by the Labour Party to be an MP for Portsmouth South and selected by Keir Starmer to be a minister ran an offensive WhatsApp group of over 140 members where pensioners, veterans and opposing politicians were foully denigrated. The Sun, which broke the story, said, "A Labour minister formally ran a vile WhatsApp group which branded pensioners terrorists and hurled abuse at colleagues, the Sun can reveal. Education Minister Stephen Morgan was the administrator of a Labour-run chat which featured slurs against elderly protesters and veterans who opposed mass immigration." And Stephen Morgan, before becoming an Education Minister, has been both Shadow Minister for Defence Procurement and Shadow Minister for the Armed Forces, during which he said not enough was being done for our veterans.
Mr Deputy Speaker, we know that most service personnel successfully transition back to civilian life. However, there are some who do struggle and need our continued support, and I welcome the Minister's statement today. Nevertheless, there is still much more that needs to be done. We know that some veterans who struggle ultimately and tragically end up taking their own lives.
But were those empty words? Because this WhatsApp gate appears to show him in his true light. Pensioners and veterans really are not flavour of the month with these Labour monsters, are they? And according to the report, that WhatsApp group was jointly run by Portsmouth North Labour MP Amanda Martin. And as the Sun says, the revelation piles pressure on Labour as it comes after Health Minister Andrew Gwynn and Oliver Ryan MP were booted from the party over offensive messages in their own group chat. One of the group chat members called the protesters terrorists who want to divide the community through hate and fear. But one of the protesters, Kim Jones, who was there with her 84-year-old mother, said, "It reduced my mum to tears. She was born during the war, and to be called a Nazi? They don't even know us. They just branded us far-right thugs, and we're nothing like that. We're just normal people." Exactly. But these ideologically driven Labour politicians are not normal, nor, from their own mouths, are they nice. And just to put this into context, the Sun said that it has not seen evidence to suggest that either admin challenged or moderated the language used in the group chat. The Labour Party is the nasty party. So tidy it up, Keir Starmer, and fire those MPs and those councillors, the lot of them. Your party is full to the rafters with nasty people who hate the elderly, hate veterans, and call anyone who supports the country a criminal, a terrorist. They celebrated when lefty thugs descended on a small silent protest of elderly people carrying banners saying veterans before asylum seekers. But, said the Sun, instead of condemning the counter-protesters who screamed Nazi scum off our streets at the elderly, messages in the chat praised their actions. With one Labour councillor, Asghar Shah, saying, "I appreciate your fight against criminals and their fight and crimes." Criminals? Where's the crime, you nurk? Only vacuous, lefty, woke, wef-loving politicians talk like this. Especially when referring to people who may well have been alive during World War II and have seen real Nazism at work. Real Nazism that looks more like the actions of these ideological Labour supporters and politicians rather than those of a quiet, concerned protest. It appears to me that many Labour politicians both central and local, have made their decision. In their eyes, everyone else on the planet must come first, and the UK populace, especially the elderly and the veterans, have to bow and scrape and foot the bill. Well, I say no. Enough. And this is the Labour Party that wails on and on about human rights, other people's human rights, while gleefully watching as Tommy Robinson's human rights are squashed in HMP Woodhill. From his official X account. Important update on Tommy's treatment at Woodhill High Security Prison, where he's already spent over 3 months in solitary confinement for a civil offence. Recently he's had visit after visit cancelled, phone calls, emails barred. Now he's had contact with his ex-wife, the mother of his children, terminated. He's being mentally tortured by the state for exposing their corruption. Cut off from his former wife and mother of his children. And as I understand it, he's already been cut off by the prison governor from telephone contact with his 15-year-old son. Where is Tommy Robinson's right to some semblance of a family life? Chancers are allowed to enter this country and commit crimes and not face proper punishment. And those on the deportation list get to stay because they join foreign terror groups or their offspring cannot live without UK chicken nuggets. And these are the ones we find out about. But one of our political prisoners, Tommy Robinson, is locked up in solitary for a civil offence because our prisons are not safe enough. And he's denied just about all outside access because the prison authorities are petrified of the public finding out what they are subjecting him to. And ever more people are waking up to this travesty of so-called justice. All this from a Labour Party administration that continually bleats about obeying international laws, like human rights laws. But they are the ones who pick and mix those laws as they like, depending on whether the subject of their attention is politically favourable to them or not. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the true indicator of a despotic fascist state, the one we live in right now. So thanks for watching, and please like, subscribe and comment below, and take a look at our Tripe and Whatnot channel. Link in the descriptions box below.